Alright guys, so last week I couldn't record a video for you guys because it was Mother's Day and I was trying to make that day special for my wife, so I didn't want to bother with her having to deal with me recording videos or anything like that or editing, so kind of put YouTube aside last weekend. But this week, since I couldn't record anything last week, so last week I was gonna unbox these two boxes for you guys, but then this week I got into more boxes, so we're gonna have quite a huge haul this week, basically to cover the first 2 weeks of May. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I just opened up one of the big boxes and it looks like most of these are coming from the Viz sale that Rightstuf had a few weeks ago. So whenever they have these huge publisher sales, I usually like to take advantage and pick up as many series that I'm interested in as possible. And this first one actually came from a recommendation from the Mangasloth. And it's not one that I would normally pick up, but he said that this one was really good. And if I was going to start anywhere to try to get into Mobile Suit Gundam, to try this because it is really great according to him. So I'm giving it a shot. Didn't pick up the whole series. I only picked up I think 3 or 4 volumes. I'm gonna check it out, see how I like it, and if I do enjoy it, then I'll just go ahead and pick up the rest. But man, just looking at these covers, they actually look really nice. There's a lot of detail on these robots here in the front covers. So here's volume 1, and then here's volume 2. This is Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. I don't know if I mentioned that already. And then going inside, the artwork inside is pretty good. Not quite as good as the artwork that we see in the covers. I just think the covers look really nice, but the artwork inside is still pretty good. Oh wow, just look at that. So alright, Mangasloth, I'll check it out and I'll give you my thoughts in this month's reading log. So yeah, those are the first 2 series that I picked up. Next up, we got Pluto. I filled in the rest of the gaps for this series because I think this is probably going to be the next Urasawa work that I read. The first one that I read was Monster, and I really enjoyed that, and some people say that Pluto and 20th Century Boys are even better than Monster, so I definitely want to check them out. So yeah, picked up everything else for Pluto to fill in the gaps. I should have everything now to get started and finished with this series. So here's volume 6, volume 8, and volume 7. Alright, next up, I think I've mentioned it before, but whenever I see Twin Star Exorcist on sale, I try to pick up 3 to 5 volumes, and this time around I did pick up 3, so I picked up 12, 13, and 14. And I think this series has some of the best covers that I've seen, so you guys will see here. Here's the cover for volume 12, volume 13, and volume 14. And just look at these covers, they're always really nice. And then the artwork inside is just as good. Just look at this right here. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty good. Whoops, I'm gonna close that up now. So yeah, haven't started on this one, but like I said, I'm just kind of picking them up anytime I see them on sale. Heard really great things about the manga for this one. Not so much the anime, but did hear good things about the manga. Alright, next up we actually have a series that I'm picking up backwards, which is one of the only series that I'm doing this with, but it is Golden Kamuy. So I have volumes 18 and 17 here. The reason I'm picking this one up backwards, so I'm trying to pick up the most recent volume and kind of going down from there, is because I actually plan on watching the anime for this one. I have seasons 1 and 2, so I want to watch those 2 seasons, and then I'm probably just gonna pick up with the manga after season 2. I've heard that the manga does a good job of adapting this manga specifically, so I think I'll be fine watching the anime and then reading the manga after season 2. But yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about this series. It's considered one of the better seinen series. So yeah, right here we have volume 17 and volume 18. And let's quickly take a look at the artwork inside. And yeah, usually for seinen series, they have really nice artwork, and this one is no different. So can't wait to get into this one. Next up, we just got a few random volumes. So I believe these are for series that had a lot of volumes that were out of stock, and so I made a separate order for some volumes that are in stock and another order for some manga that were out of stock. And I guess these were some of the ones that were in stock. So we have Black Lagoon Volume 3. Been hearing a lot of things about this one on Instagram. I saw Meet the Weeb family started picking this one up. Manga Man Chris did a review on this one recently as well. So when I saw it go on sale, that kind of intrigued me, and I decided to pick up a few volumes. Again, I actually didn't pick up all of them. I think I just picked up like the first 3 volumes actually. So this is Volume 3. Then we also have Eyeshield 21 here. The reason that I want to pick this one up is really just because of Yusuke Murata. He does do the artwork for this one too, and I just love the artwork in One Punch Man, so had to pick this one up. And I've actually heard a lot of great stuff about this one, so I just want to kind of check out what all the hype is with this series too. Not too much into football, but I've heard that the way that they do the action in this series just kind of elevates it to another level. So sounded interesting. Definitely do want to check it out. I think I picked up the first 5 volumes for this one. And right here is volume 5. I think a few of those between volume 1 and 5 were out of stock, so who knows when I'll get those. But yeah, artwork in here looks really good. Although I will say I still think One Punch Man artwork does look better. But still really good artwork in here. And then the last random volume in here is Magi. So here we have volume 4. And this one, my sister-in-law actually mentioned that she does really love this series. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I've seen a few people pick it up, and the covers for these are really nice. But I did notice that a lot of these were out of stock, so hopefully they don't go out of print. Hopefully they restock, because I just started picking it up. I only picked up volumes 1 through 5 again for this one. But yeah, it looks really good. The artwork here is also pretty good. So we'll see if I can pick up the rest of this series. These next few are a few pre-orders. We have Bakemonogatari Volume 8, Fly Me to the Moon Volume 5, and No Guns Life Volumes 8. These are all series that I've already been picking up, so just picking up the latest volume in each series. So here's Bakemonogatari. Haven't started this one, but I think I've decided that I'm gonna read the manga first for this one, and while I'm reading the manga, I will be watching the anime as well. So need to start on that sometime soon. I just don't know when. I have so much stuff to read and watch that sometimes it's actually hard to decide what to read or watch next. Next one here is Fly Me to the Moon. This is one that I probably should jump on pretty soon, because recently I have been watching some reviews and I've noticed that some people are actually not enjoying this series very much. So I need to start reading it and determine if I like it myself to see if I want to keep picking this one up. But again, with this one also has really nice covers. So here's volume 5. Here's the back. Looks really nice. And then the last one here, this one I actually put in, I remember putting this one in my cart because I needed to add one more volume to reach the minimum $75 to get free shipping. And this one happened to be it. I haven't started this series either, and I wasn't planning on picking any more volumes until I finished reading my other volumes, which I believe I do have volumes 1 through 7. But like I said, had to put in one more order to get free shipping, and so I added this one since it was something that I do already have. But yeah, this is another seinen series, and the artwork in here is also really good. And it is a kind of a weird series with a guy that has a gun for a head. I definitely want to figure out how that happens, because it seems like he's the only one that has some weird anatomy like that. So I need to jump on this one to see what I think about it. Alright, and then the last thing in this first box is a classic manga that I've heard lots of things about, and I have never read the manga or watched any of the anime, but it is Neon Genesis Evangelion. I recently saw these 3-in-1s, and I forget whose manga hauls, but when I saw these go on sale during the Viz sale, I thought this would be the perfect way to get into this series. If you guys have read the manga and watched the anime, let me know if you guys agree. But yeah, I did end up picking up all of these, so the rest of these should maybe be in one of these other boxes. But for now, here we have volumes 1, 2, and 3, and 10, 11, and 12. And yeah, I mean, these covers also look really great. I can't wait to finally get into this one and see what all of the hype is about. But let's open up this first one just to kind of see what the artwork looks like. Okay, oh wow, we even have some nice colored pages here. That does look pretty nice. But I will say that the artwork does look a little dated, so it looks like this, I mean, yeah, I've heard about it for years, so this is probably an older series. But nonetheless, some of these panels still look really nice, such as these here. I do like all of the use of the blacks on this series. But all right, let's open up another box and see if we get some more of these. Oh no, you guys, so I think I just did what every manga tuber's nightmare is. And when opening a package, I did stick my knife in there pretty deep, and I ended up cutting right through the middle of these spines. Man, and it had to be for these editions, the 20th Century Boys. I've been waiting so long for these. They finally went on sale for this Viz sale, and then I get this box and I cut the spines. It's not too bad. I mean, you guys can kind of see that it's a little bit difficult to see, but just knowing that it was me that caused that damage does kind of hurt. So yeah, it's a pretty sad day for me. But all right, nothing that I can do now. All right, yeah, there you can definitely see it. Man, God, that's... Thankfully, it only happened for these 2 volumes, and I'll take out another one here, but just a little bit on this volume here as well. But yeah, it does suck. So yeah, the next series here is 20th Century Boys. Like I said, this is one that I have been wanting to pick up for the longest time. It's another Naoki Urasawa work, and as I mentioned with Pluto, some people say that this is better than Monster, so I just finished reading Monster and I'd like to read more of his works. So yeah, Monster made it into my top 3. Let's see if this one knocks it out of that spot. But taking a look at these are pretty similar to the Monster edition, so I believe these are 2-in-1s. I think they're 2-in-1s. They don't look thick enough to be 3-in-1s, but I'm not too sure. And these covers, I've seen a few unboxings and they always look really nice. They have the cover here, it has sort of like a glossy finish to them, but it's like in a clear text, so it looks pretty cool. God, I keep going back to this, man. It sucks, it really does. But yeah, the artwork in here reminds me a lot of Monster, and while reading Monster, I did notice that a lot of the characters are drawn pretty similar to each other. So yeah, I don't think I'll be reading this anytime soon because I did have a kind of a hard time reading through Monster. These are pretty thick, so I'm gonna try and save these thicker books for later on in my manga journey. So yeah, for now they'll be sitting on my shelf. I don't even think I have all of them, so I'm gonna wait till I have all of them as well. But for now, here we got volume 3, volume 7, and And then this is, I believe this is the last volume of 20th Century Boys. This is volume 11, and it is also a recent release. It came out pretty like in the last couple of weeks. Then we got a few more. I just kind of pulled out the ones that had damage, but these, I didn't cut through these spines, so these are perfect. But we do got volume 1 here. And volume 4. So we got 1, 3, 4. We're missing 2, 5 and 6, and then 8 through 10. So I think I do have a few more maybe in one of these other boxes, but I do know for a fact there were some that were out of stock, so that was in my other order that I placed for out of stock items. But another series that I see in here that was another Viz title that I was just waiting for a Viz sale to happen so that I could pick these up, and that one is for Dorohedoro. So we got a few here, we got 2 more over here. Another one, and this is the last one in this box. So in total we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more volumes, and these 2 are upside down. But yeah, spines look really nice on these, and the covers as well. I already do have a few of them, but here we have volume 7, volume 13, which this cover here looks pretty nice. Volume 16, 19, 4, 5, and then finally volume 22. So yeah, I've heard nothing but great things from this one, and it is by Q Hayashida, which is actually a female. I believe during my Die Dark manga haul where I had that one included, I did say that this was a guy, but nope, somebody did correct me, and it is a woman, and she does some amazing work because I've heard nothing but great things on this one. And for Die Dark, I've also heard that that one is pretty good as well. Haven't started that one. I'll probably start that one before I start Dorohedoro because that will only be 1 volume, and I do kind of want to read that one so I can get out a first impressions pretty soon. But yeah, the artwork in here, I've showed it off before in my channel when I picked up the first couple of these volumes, but it's awesome. It's another seinen series, so you know you're gonna have some awesome artwork. Just look at this. Look at that detail, it looks really nice. All right. So here's another Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is the last 2 volumes, so volume 13 and 14, and this is the end of the series. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of show off some of the ones that I've already shown off. So here's Neon Genesis Evangelion. Then we also got another volume of No Guns Life, volume 9. Mobusu Gundam Thunderbolt, volume 3, and that will conclude all of the ones that I picked up for this haul. And then Golden Kamuy, volume 19. Then the last manga in this second box is Hell's Paradise, volume 7. Another one that I need to jump on because I've heard a lot of great things on, and this one did have an anime announced, which I believe will be coming out later this year, so keep a lookout for that one because if you guys don't read manga but do watch anime, which I'm pretty sure anyone who watches this video probably reads manga too, but this one is one that I've heard nothing but great things about, so I'm pretty sure that the anime is going to be really good, and I'll show you guys some of the artwork in here, but yeah, I've heard good things about the artwork as well, and yeah, it does look really nice. Look at that. All right. Lots of great stuff so far, man. Just look at that. So we got 20th Century Boys, Dorohedoro, the 2 things that I was mainly wanting to pick up during this Viz sale, Pluto, Golden Kamuy, just a bunch of great stuff. So now, oh wait, there is actually one more thing in here. we actually got this random DVD of Titania. I think this might have just been like one of those things that I added in with either East Coast Mangas or Boogie Snacks, one of their codes to get a free item. This was probably one of those. So yeah, probably won't be watching this because I usually don't watch any more DVDs anymore. So we'll probably be giving this one away in sometime in the future. All right, now let's go into another box, and now I am gonna be careful when opening these up. All right, first up, we got another random DVD. So don't need this, we'll probably be giving that away. But going into the manga, we have 2 volumes of Magi, so volume 3 and volume 5. So that puts me at 3 volumes of manga, just missing volume 1 and 2. And we got another volume of Eyeshield 21, so now I have volume 5 and volume 2, still missing a few in between. And then a new manga series for me, and I do have a lot of nostalgia towards this one because I actually used to watch, I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. I watched a lot of it, I had a lot of the playing cards, and it's just something that I would like to revisit, and revisiting the manga would probably be pretty nice. It would be cool to see what the differences are between the manga and the anime, because I've actually watched the anime a few times, probably like 3 or 4 times throughout my life. So yeah, it'll be cool to kind of read through the manga. And I believe I've seen Based Senpai on Instagram. He posted a few times that he was reading through this one and he really enjoyed it. So that just kind of got me a little bit more excited to pick this one up, because it seems like he's usually pretty picky with his manga. So if he enjoys it, that must mean it's pretty good. But just kind of looking through this first couple of pages, Yugi's face here looks pretty weird. It's gonna get some getting used to, because that's not how he looked in the anime. But other than that, the artwork does look pretty nice. There's a lot of use of blacks, which I really like. So yeah, can't wait to get into this one. Oh, and we have the first omnibus, so volumes 1, 2, and 3. And then this second one is volumes 7, 8, and 9. So we're missing the middle one that has volumes 4, 5, and 6. Let's see if it's in the next box, because we just got through this third of the smaller boxes. All right, so no, unfortunately, we don't have that third Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga here. These are all pre-orders, so I'll kind of show these all at once. But this first one here is Undead Unluck. This is a new one that I've heard pretty good things about, so it'll be exciting to check this one out. Then we got Boruto, volume 11. And The Promised Neverland, volume 19. Kaguya-sama Love is War, volume 19. I am still up to date with all of these series, I guess, because that one technically is just the first one. And then finally, the last thing that I have to show you guys, but definitely not least, and I love this cover. I think it's probably my favorite cover for this series. And it is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, volume 9. So this here we have Josuke and Kira here on the front. Kira is my favorite villain in all of JoJo's that I've seen so far, so that's why I do really love this cover. It looks really nice, and we have his stand back here, which is also my favorite stand in all of JoJo. So that's pretty cool. Here's the spine, and then here's the back. So yeah, really awesome. And you guys probably know already, but the artwork in JoJo's is honestly perfect. It looks really good. I would even say that it looks better than the anime. So yeah, I need to read through this one because I love this part. Although I think I want to wait a little bit because I recently saw this one like within the past year. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and then go back and read it through in the manga form. So yeah. that's it, guys. That's everything that I got for the past 2 weeks of May. Definitely got a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff from that Viz sale, and I'm still missing a few things. As you guys can see, there are a few gaps, so maybe I'll be getting those in sometime in the future. Hopefully they get everything in stock soon and I don't have to wait months for it, but we'll see. Usually with out of stock stuff and Rightstuf, it ends up taking a few months. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.